Ah, fuck it. Jetzt geht wenigstens das hier. Okay.
Provide the vital provisions for the people here. So he doesn't provide for security. So we have like skyrocketing criminal rates here.
Right.
He doesn't care about education. So we have this same insane, wokish, leftish, socialist agenda in our educational system. So the young people, they don't learn anything in school, in university, etc. So they just learn about gender studies.
Are you serious?
And they just, yeah. No, really.
I was under the impression that Germany had a pretty good education system that was quite rigorous with the gymnasium and all that sort of stuff. At least it used to at one point. So, but it sounds like this has, I don't know, the woke mind virus has infected Germany quite badly.
Yeah. So you have the international standard of PISA testing, right? So the PISA survey.
Right.
So Germany, like a couple of years ago, was scored. Okay. But now, so we just plummeted because the survey showed that young people are not able to properly do math or speak or write German. And in some states here in Germany, you have to imagine they just abolished the writing grades in terms to get the language grade, right? So you don't need to write German properly anymore because our entire educational system has been deteriorating.
Wow.
And that is also the reason, for instance, why young people, they vote for us now, because they want to have a proper education and they want to have back a proper educational system that provides the young people with capabilities. And that is also the reason why so my personal opinion is that we have to go back to a merit-based system, right? So we need to go back to a merit-based incentive system and to go away from all this socialist gender things being in our educational system.
Right.
The families and the parents, they have the responsibility of their children, and the schools and the university, they have the responsibility to give good education and not all this woke socialist nonsensical gender stuff.
Sure. No, absolutely. I mean, the whole point of going to school is to learn useful skills that help you in life, help you be productive and understand the world. Otherwise, it's not a school. It's just a propaganda institution.
True.
Yeah. So.
Harter Schlag von Musk.
That makes a lot of sense. So, let's see. Yeah.
So maybe I can just go on, because I was just giving an example of the educational system where the state fails because our state, the government, collected in the last year a record high of income tax. Mm-hmm. So they collected around above 1 trillion, right? Of euros. So it is a record high tax.
Wow.
But the state, they cannot handle taxpayers' money. So what do? So they just throw the money out of the window for immigration in our social system, for instance. So since 2015, just to give you some numbers and also the audience to have an idea what's going on
aber da
in
sind wir auch schon
Germany.
besser, das
So
musst
we
du
had
beiden
an
sagen.
influx of almost 7 million people, but these are the officially counted. So
7 million people? Wow. Okay. It's a lot.
7 million people of influx since 2015 officially counted.
Yes,
And then
Seid.
because the people, they just another funny numbers. Our state allows people to throw away their passports before they cross our borders that are not protected and controlled. So 57%, almost 60% of the people coming into our country through an open border, they throw away their papers. Why do they do that? Because once entered our country, our funny country, with this funny immigration policy, they cannot be deported anymore. So that's the reason why.
Weil sie zu jung sind,
our
unter 18.
state, our government, like the Angela Merkel government and the last one, they proclaimed a policy that everyone can choose to cross our border to immigrate into our social security system and cannot be deported afterwards because they threw away their passports. I mean,
crazy.
like, how insane is that?
Well, it is very insane, but that's exactly what's happened in the US.
Was komisch ist, wenn die sprechen, ob das nicht auch von der AI praktisch so gemacht worden ist.
Sort of a far left agenda that's being pushed.
Aber man sieht die nicht, man hört es nur.
Western civilization, any place they can go, because the exact same thing was done in the US, where and now they're sort of calling people illegal immigrants. They call them undocumented, and the reason they're undocumented is because they threw away their passport, just like you're talking about. In fact, if you, on the Mexican side of the border in the U.S., there's a giant pile of discarded passports and driver's licenses, like a huge pile.
Unbelievable.
Because it's actually worse to come in with a passport than to come in with nothing. And then, just like in Germany, the Democrat government then gives massive amounts of money and support to what they call undocumented. But if they're undocumented, we actually have no idea if they are a murderer, rapist. We have no idea because they have no documents, so we can't actually tell. And so, as a result, there's been a massive influx of criminals into the U.S. Because, and frankly, I'm wondering what's taking criminals so long to come here. I mean, this is America's a target-rich environment. It's you know, in America it's so easy to steal things in these wealthy neighborhoods. It's like the only thing that is going to slow down how much you can steal is if your back hurts from carrying out all the goods. You know, it's like because you're just like you're not a robber. You're just a moving company. So, you know, like it seems like all the world's criminals just come to America on that basis, because it's it's much easier to be a career criminal in America than it is in other countries where there's not that much to steal.
Ja, natürlich, weil es Waffen gibt.
So, you know, so we've seen a massive increase in crime in the U.S.
Yeah, yeah. May I ask a question on
course,
that?
yeah.
So I read that, for instance, in California, by the way, I'm very sorry what's happening there. It's terrible.
Oh ja,
really terrible.
geht wirklich raus.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Haltet durch.
But, in the case of California, that they just lifted the prosecution of theft because you have so many cases of theft. Is it true?
Yes. The de facto situation in California is that theft is almost never prosecuted. It's maybe 1 or 2, maybe 1% of the time is theft prosecuted, and even when it is prosecuted, the criminals are let out on bail immediately. So basically, theft.
Ja, wo sollen sie denn hinsperren, wenn die Gefängnisse verbrannt sind? Sollen sie die auch einsperren?
It's crazy.
Was sollen sie denn machen?
It's crazy.
Yeah. Now there was recently a referendum in California to make stealing illegal again, which was and actually that was a very popular, and it passed. Because it was actually literally legal to steal anything under $1,000, which means people could just walk into a store at $1,000 at a time and take out anything they want. And if the storekeeper stopped them, the storekeeper would be arrested. So this is literally like the Joker and Batman. It's like the criminals, are in charge, and the honest citizens are arrested. It's just completely insane. Now, like I said, the people in California did vote overwhelmingly to make theft illegal again. But astonishingly, the governor of California, Governor Newsom, he was against the making theft illegal, which doesn't make any sense.
And he just didn't implement it?
Yeah, well, no, but what they're going to do is, even though it is technically illegal again, the sort of far left will refuse to enforce it. So because you really need two things for something to work, for laws to work. You need both the law and you need enforcement of the law. And if you don't have, so I mean, this is something that George Soros really figured out. I mean, he's sort of a brilliant guy, but honestly very anti-human in my opinion. Is that you don't actually need to change the law; you just need to stop enforcement of the law, and that does the trick. So, I think there is somewhat of a reawakening in the U.S. and I think even in California, people are tired of this and they want change. And I think that's really, if you say like what people are wondering, like why did Donald Trump win? And it wasn't just a small victory. In the U.S. elections this year, President Trump won the Electoral College. He also won the popular vote, majority of the people, and the House is Republican and the Senate is Republican. What this says is the American people are demanding change. They're being very clear, and my recommendation for the people in Germany is to do the same. If you are unhappy with the situation,
man weiß nicht, was die AfD vorhat.
And that is why I'm really strongly recommending that people vote for AfD. That's my strong recommendation, and I think this is simply the sensible move. And I think Alice Beadle's a very, very reasonable person, and hopefully people can tell just from this conversation, like nothing outrageous is being proposed, just common sense. In fact, I, as I've said publicly, I think only AfD can save Germany. And I just want to be very clear about that.
Ich glaube nicht, dass die AfD Deutschland retten kann, sondern nur Deutschland selber, die Deutschen.
And people really need to get behind AfD, and
jeder einzelne von uns.
Things are going to get very, very much worse in Germany.
Yes, because you rightly said, there is a difference of making a law and then enforcing it. So now we have the situation in Germany where you have, on the one hand, you have the AfD, and on the other hand, what's so-called the Uni-Party, right? Yeah. The Uni-Party consisting of all the others, because they stick together, and no matter what they say, they're not able to implement, to enforce the promises they're doing in every election, especially the Angela Merkel party. Do you know that the Chancellor candidate, so my running mate of the Christ Democratic Party, that it's wrongly labeled, for instance, by The Economist, a center-right party. So in my opinion, it's a leftish Green party. But anyway, Angela Merkel was the first Green Chancellor we had here. So what he did is that he, by the way, just talking about interference, so I just look it up here. He called your interests in German politics, pushy and presumptuous.
Yeah.
And
what does he say about George Soros?
yeah, exactly. And Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates, exactly.
That was not a problem.
Yeah.
When Bill Gates actually tried to sell his mRNA vaccination and not mentioning all the huge side effects on people's health, and no one takes responsibility about that, and the entire bluff and scam of wearing a mask, right? So it's unbelievable. And also that candidate of the Christ Democrats, like Friedrich Merz, he warned the world about the consequences of voting for Donald Trump in October last year.
Right.
So far for like foreign interferences, right?
Exactly.
So it's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable, like how Donald Trump was treated by German media and German politicians during his election campaign. It was unbelievable. And I mentioned that before in a Bloomberg interview. It created physical pain to see that, how he was disparaged, and his entire family. So, so I feel very sorry for these people.
Die Frage ist, hätte sie auch so geredet, wenn Trump nicht Präsident geworden wäre?
Saying negative things and now, while we talk, 150 bureaucrats of the European Union are watching us, our conversation, to enforce this ridiculous Digital Services Act that is nothing else than a censorship on free speech. Free speech.
Das darf auf keinen Fall passieren. Das ist,
and you said it. Free speech is a precondition of democracy.
Yeah.
If you are not able to form a proper opinion and exchange opinions and ideas, and a democracy should be a competition of the best ideas, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Das ist schön gesagt.
Without freedom of speech,
wirklich gute Rhetorik.
Are obviously not able to say what they want to say, and then they cannot make an informed vote. So if people are simply fed propaganda and have no access to what's really going on, then they can't make an informed vote, and then you don't have a real democracy. So that's why I say, free speech is the bedrock of democracy. There must be free speech in order for people to make an informed vote. So that's essential. And you can it's actually quite easy to tell who the bad guys are. It's like, who wants to shut down freedom of speech? They are the bad guys. It's very clear.
Yes. And do you know what?
Amerikanische Sicht der Dinge, sich so einfach zu machen.
What Adolf Hitler did, the first thing, he switched off free speech.
Yes.
So he controlled the media, and without that, he would have never been successful.
Yes, exactly.
Never been successful.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
This is what you do.
Yeah, no, exactly. That was
einfach mal Hitler ins Spiel, krass.
One of the first things he did was to control the media and imposed extreme censorship. And what he was trying to do was shut down any pro-Semitic media. Anything pro-Semitic or any defense of the Jewish people was shut down. So we have to very few, for those who want censorship, I think they should be careful what they ask for, because once you institute censorship, it's only a matter of time before that censorship is turned on you, and eventually they will censor you, and that's the danger. Because people love to censor things they don't agree with, but they don't realize that one day that censorship is going to be turned on them. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Und dann redet er darüber und ich komme nicht in diesen X-Kanal rein. Das ist doch auch irgendwie eine Art von Zensur von ihm.
The media wants to portray AfD as far right, as somehow associated with Nazism or something like that. Perhaps you could address that concern, because people, when they hear sort of right wing in Germany, they naturally have a bit of a negative reaction.
Yes, thank you for the question. First of all, I would like to, since I'm a economist, I would like to shed some light on the idea, when we talk about Hitler, on the idea of the National Socialists. Back then, during the Third Reich, the National Socialists, as the word says, they were socialists.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
They nationalized industries like crazy.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
He was a communist, and he considered himself as a socialist. So what they did, they state funded then the private companies, and then they asked for taxes, huge taxes, and then also wait a second, I need to ask the word now. Verstaatlichen. Nationalize the entire industry. You said that before, and And the biggest success after that terrible era in our history was to label Adolf Hitler as right and conservative. He was exactly the opposite. He wasn't a conservative. He wasn't a libertarian. He was a communist, socialist guy.
Yeah.
So, full stop, no more comment on that. And we are exactly the opposite. We are a libertarian, conservative party. And see,
Adolf Hitler war Kommunist, was redet die?
Like now, like during the discussion of this terrible Hamas attack on Israel. So only the leftish Palestinians, they criticize the policies here. So you have a deeply vested anti-Semitism within the leftish movement. And it was always that case. Why? And Adolf Hitler, he also played with that. He played with the envy of people. Jewish people have been highly educated, very cultivated, and they were successful. There were wealthy people back in Germany then. And then he enforced the envy of the population against these people. And it was a socialist measure taken against them. Look at Stalin, look at the Soviet Union under Stalin, the very same thing. So he was nothing else than an anti-Semitic socialist. Yeah. And we are exactly the opposite. We are a libertarian conservative party. We are wrongly framed the entire time. And we would like to free the people of the state. I want to have independently thinking people, self-confident people. I would like to have a state that is minimized to his functions, and letting the people having their freedom of speech, freedom of wealth also, like generating wealth. With these obnoxiously high taxes, the state erodes the backbone of wealth, right? So the people are not able to accumulate wealth that make them independent from the state.
Right.
So I would like to have independently thinking, well-educated people who have the freedom to form their own opinion. I want to have strong leaders in Germany. I don't want to have stupid, weak leaders as we had in the last couple of years, because these people cannot think straightly. And they're a big danger. Look at the war in Ukraine now. Yeah. They're a big danger to our national security and to actually to the entire European security. This is also my hope in Donald Trump and in your administration, that you end that terrible war, this worthless dying of young people every day, like as fast as you can, because the Europeans, they cannot. They actually given up on everything, like on a good military, on a good negotiation power. They completely depend on the US in the sense of, the USA need to do the entire job. We don't need to do anything. We just escalate the entire conflict against Russia. It's very dangerous what's going on here, and only you can basically stop it.
Yeah, I mean I think President Trump is gonna solve that conflict, I think, very quickly. As you point out, it's now been in somewhat of a stalemate for a few years, and all that's happened over the past few years is hundreds of thousands of people dying, but for no gains. And the longer this conflict goes on, the more Ukraine weakens relative to Russia. I mean, Ukraine is a much smaller country. It simply cannot afford the losses relative to Russia. Russia has, it's just, this is, the longer this drags on, the worse it is for Ukraine. And then you've got all these poor, men dying in for nothing. Why? I hope this terrible conflict can be resolved quickly, and I think it will be under President Trump.
Yeah, it will be great, actually, because this is our now really like the people here, like many people, are anxious, and they're anxious for a very good reason, I think, because this conflict has a potential to escalate big time towards a nuclear exchange. And here, the European governments, they have no measure, they have no strategy, they have no red line, no storyline of their foreign and security policy towards Russia, towards Ukraine. They have no strategy to end that, and they don't have the military power, right? So they underspend the budget to NATO,
right?
For decades, like for a very long time. Like the average, for instance, of Germany, because the share of GDP is supposed to be 2%. So Germany, on average, I think was just like slightly above 1%. So Germany didn't contribute, but Germany is also not prudent of the defendants of our own country. So this is the second thing. So we are completely dependent on the US. But I think, and I've listened to this very interesting speech of J.D. Vance. He said he doesn't want to have client states, right? Yeah. So he wants to have independent states who that also form their own independent opinion on things, right?
Yeah.
So you, for instance, in your companies, you don't want to be surrounded by yes people and by mediocre people, right? So me neither.
Right.
So
No,
I try
absolutely.
to acquire. Yeah. So I try to to have the best people in my team, and these best people, they have the task to criticize me every day. And I don't want to have yes-sayers, right?
Yes.
Because you cannot learn,
Yes.
so you have no mistake correction.
Sorry, just say yes.
Yes. yes. Yes. Yes. Yes, people. No, but it's so. But
No,
it's
no,
so
yes.
important. Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, for say my companies like SpaceX and Tesla, if we are constantly looking for critical feedback, because if we make a mistake, then the rockets blow up and the cars don't blow up.
Yeah.
So physics is very unforgiving. There's I say, like, really physics is the law, and everything else is a recommendation, because I've seen people break every kind of law, but I haven't seen them break physics. And so if you don't get the design of the rocket and the operation of the rocket exactly right, and if even one thing is wrong, the rocket explodes. So, that's why I'm a strong believer in seeking critical feedback. And in fact, I think critical feedback should be viewed as a gift.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. No. But just to continue on that topic. So if you don't have that feedback loop, so your rocket may explode, right? But here in this critical phase of this terrible war in the Ukraine, many people may die due to these stupid policies.
Many people have died. Yeah, indeed.
Ja, und werden zu sterben.
So, let's touch on some maybe potential, what people may view as hot button issues. Like, what are your views on Israel?
Oh, very complicated.
Okay,
really, like the more I read about the Middle East and the situation in Israel, the more complicated it gets. And to be honest, I wanted to ask you about a potential solution, because, to be honest, like, in my humble opinion, I don't see a solution. So maybe Israel have to find some alliances with the Sunni states, maybe, if possible. To be honest, from my point of view, like, from my perspective, it's a very complicated situation. And I don't, I'm not this person, I'm not a politician if you ask a question that I do this blah blah blah.
Sure.
I really say what I think to do honest politics, and to be honest, I don't know. To be very frank, I don't know how to solve the conflict at this point in time, and I hope maybe you have an answer on that. Sorry for being dissatisfactory, but it's so complicated. And
wenn sie in der Rolle ist, dann muss sie.
And in case of Israel,
braucht sie eine klare Position.
Well, I guess maybe another way to say it is, do you unequivocally support the existence of the State of Israel?
Yes, of course.
Okay, that's what people want to know.
Yeah,
I'm asking questions that maybe seem very obvious, but you know.
Aber du musst doch Palästina musst du auch noch
oh, yes.
anerkennen als Staat.
No, I see why the special. No, absolutely. Yeah. So we need to protect the existence of Israel. And we need to protect not only the existence of the state of Israel,
sondern auch von Palästina.
I also think that Benjamin Netanyahu have made many mistakes in the past, to be honest. But we also need to take our responsibility as a German nation state to protect Jewish life, Jewish people in our country, who are exposed right now to Muslim crime, right? So they're not safe here anymore. So I don't know if you saw some videos here of the streets of Berlin. I'm right now in my office in Berlin, but like with all these demonstrations of the Palestinians here, well, a Jew could not walk through the street anymore, right? And we have a huge potential of anti-Semitic crime against the Jewish people. And to be very frank here, the AfD is the only protector, and I'm saying that like very frankly. The Alternative für Deutschland, the AfD, can only be the only protector of the Jewish people within here in Germany, because the Uni-Party, all other parties, they did exactly the opposite. They let like millions of people in. They let them do crimes on our streets, like the crime rate are skyrocketing. And so the Jewish people, they leave our country. When I talk to my Jewish friends who live in Germany and in Switzerland and in France and in Austria, they were very afraid after the Hamas attack on the 7th of October, because they were afraid that they would likely to be attacked by Palestinians, by Hamas supporters, or by the Antifa, or by the leftist terrorists. I don't know, but they were very afraid, very sensitive when going on the streets. And we step up for these people, even though the opposite in the mainstream media, the opposite is claimed.
Yes,
but
no, absolutely.
This is not true. It's just a lie about our party.
Yes, I think that's what I wanted to just make it clear, that the AfD is being massively misrepresented, especially in the Western media. Yeah, and you know, and no, obviously I very much support the State of Israel, but I also believe that we want to be mindful and have empathy for, you know, civilians who are dying as well. When I've had conversations with Prime Minister Netanyahu, and I think we're largely agreed. I mean, there's three steps, which is like there's no choice but to eliminate those who wish to eliminate the State of Israel. Hamas essentially, but then and then the second step is to fix the education, so that the Palestinians are not trained from when they are children to hate and want the death of Israel. So you've got to fix the education system. And then the third thing, which is also very important, is to make the Palestinian areas prosperous. This third step is very important.
Absolut, hat er recht.
This is maybe the hardest step, which is, but you have to have that third step. You have to bring prosperity. You have to help rebuild, and you have to bring prosperity. And I've had this conversation with many people in Israel. I said that third step is essential. And they've asked me, well, when does this work? And I'm like, well, I'll give you a very big example. After World War I, the Treaty of Versailles was extremely unfair to Germany, and it created a massive amount of resentment. And the Treaty of Versailles laid the foundation with its extreme reparations laid the foundation for World War II. Without the Treaty of Versailles, Hitler would not have succeeded. But if you look at so then the lesson was learned. So then after World War II, when Germany and Japan were defeated, the U.S. actually helped rebuild Japan and Germany, providing financial support to rebuild Japan and Germany. And now Japan and Germany are allies. And this is a very important and fundamental lesson of history.
Yes, you're absolutely right. When after the Hamas attack, I just opened Google Maps to have a look. Okay, what is the geographic situation there? And when you see the Gaza Strip, right? It's a Gaza Strip which is just locked in, with no resources and not even water supplies. So there can be cut off a water supply and other supplies, just like instantaneously. And this construction also like just having a look like from a geographic perspective, you don't need to be very smart that this is not going to work out. And to make this area wealthy with specific measure being taken, it's a very vital first step.
Yeah, I think it's essential, and it requires overriding the natural human instinct for reciprocity, which is that it's basically an eye for an eye. But the problem with that, an eye for an eye, is that if you keep doing that, an eye for an eye, as the saying goes, an eye for an eye makes everyone blind. That's why I think there's great wisdom to forgiveness. You need both strength and forgiveness, but this is the only way to stop the endless cycle of violence.
It's a very nice sentence. Like the eye for an eye makes everyone blind.
Yeah, exactly. So, so hopefully that can be the future. That's the best future I can think of. I think there's not some other future that works.
So how about, may I ask you another question, because we just jumped topics. What is your point of view? So we stopped that your administration will end the war in Ukraine very swiftly. But what is your perspective on the instruments and measures that could be taken? So would you like to talk about it? Can you talk about it a little bit? So what we could expect?
Yeah. Well, this, to be clear, I mean, this is up to President Trump. He is the commander-in-chief, and so it's really up to him. So I don't want to speak for him. So, I do think that there is a path here to a resolution, and but it does require strong leadership in the United States in order to get this done. So, yeah. But I'm confident that it can be done.
Okay.
And I do think it's possible to have peace in the Middle East as well. These are possible. So, and I think that would be a great future for the world. So, yeah.
No, great. So it's absolutely fair. So very, very fine with me.
Okay, sie testen sich ein bisschen aus, was sie sagen dürfen und was nicht. Sie haben auch irgendwie Maulkorbe auf.
Have any questions for me or anything you think
yes,
people might want to know
absolutely.
About? Sure.
Because I want to ask, and many people are interested in that. So why do you believe that flying to Mars and populating Mars is your top priority topic, the SpaceX? And when do you think, when will you be ready to have a human expedition to Mars? If you allow, if I may ask this question, because everyone is interested. So these are great projects, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think at a very high level, I think sort of like what set of actions are going to lead to the long-term prosperity of civilization. You know, the sort of a growth in the scale and scope of consciousness. You know, to the best of our knowledge, we are the only place with life, or certainly the only place with life that is intelligent in some form. You know, a lot of people think, oh, there must be aliens, but I've not seen any evidence of aliens. If the archaeological records are correct, you know, Earth is 4.5 billion years old, but civilization, as measured from the first writing, is only about 5,000 years old, which is about 1/1,000,000th of Earth's existence. So all of human civilization is a tiny flash in the pan so far. And so we have to say, well, what steps can we take to ensure the long-term survival of life as we know it, of consciousness? And if we are a multi-planet species, the probable lifespan of consciousness is dramatically greater than if we are a single-planet species. This is not to say that I think that Earth is about to die or anything like that, but there is some risk. You know, if there is a global thermonuclear war or some extreme natural event like a giant, you know, meteor that hits the Earth that causes a mass extinction event. I mean, if we look at the fossil record, there are at least 5 extreme mass extinction events that would have just basically extinction events that would have destroyed all of humanity completely. There's 5 of them at least, and so I think if we should take this opportunity today, because for the first time in the 4.5 billion year history of Earth, it is possible to extend life and to extend consciousness beyond Earth, and that window of opportunity may be open for a short time, or it may be open for a long time. But just in case it is open for a short time, we must take advantage of this window and as quickly as possible become a multi-planet species and ensure the long-term survival of civilization.
So what is your time frame for a expedition, like for the first human expedition?
Well, yeah, so to be clear, what matters is not so much the sort of flags and footprints, but the establishment of a self-sustaining city on Mars, where the critical threshold is where the city can grow independent of Earth, meaning if the resupply ships from Earth stop coming for any reason, that the Mars colony does not die out. That's if we are able to reach that point, then we have passed one of the very important and fundamental Fermi great filters. You know, there's this idea of like, well, why don't we see evidence of intelligent life? Well, there's this idea that there are these various great filters that these civilizations never pass, and one of those great filters is never going beyond your home planet. So if we can pass the Fermi grade filter of being a single planet species, and to be clear, if we are a single planet species, it is just a matter of time before we are annihilated. One can argue about how long it will take, but eventually there will be something that happens that annihilates civilization. It might be very far in the future, but we simply know from the fossil record, as mentioned, that there have been at least 5 mass natural extinction events. And I think there's added risk for humans that we could destroy ourselves, because the dinosaurs did not have thermonuclear weapons. They also didn't have spaceships. So we've got the risk of thermonuclear war that could destroy everyone, but we also have spaceships that can make life multiplanetary. And but to answer your question more directly, I think we can send uncrewed starships to Mars in approximately 2 years. So Earth and Mars Earth and Mars align for planetary transfer roughly every 2 years, every 26 months.
2 years. 2 years.
Yes. So the Earth obviously takes a year to go around the sun. Mars takes approximately 2 years. And obviously one cannot go to Mars when it is on the other side of the sun from Earth.
Yeah.
So we have to wait for when Mars is in roughly the same quadrant of the solar system as Earth. And that occurs for about 6 months every 2 years. And the optimal transfer window is typically just a few months. So for a few months every 2 years, or every 26 months, you can transfer to Mars. So there's currently a Mars transfer window, which means that the next one is in 2 years from now. And then there'll be another one 2 years after that. So for the one in 2 years, I think we can send uncrewed starships to land on Mars to test that the landing systems are working properly. We want to make sure that we don't, add more craters to Mars.
Yeah, that would be good.
The crater count increment must be 0. And once we prove that it is safe to land,
ich wollte noch schieben.
If all the ships we send in about 2 years land safely, and we think we understand the issues, then in principle, in about 4 years, you could send the first people, and then the number of ships can expand exponentially from that point. I mean, as a rough order of magnitude, my guess is that we need to transport about a million tons of cargo to Mars to make it self-sustaining. When things are very uncertain, I think if you can even guess to within one order of magnitude, you're doing quite well. So I suspect probably 100,000 tons is maybe not enough, and hopefully we don't need 10 million tons. So therefore, my guess is hopefully 1 million tons is enough to make Mars self-sustaining. So maybe it's a million tons of cargo to the surface of Mars and about 1 million people or more. So that's really what matters. The critical threshold from the standpoint of a fundamental branching of the future of civilization is that point of reaching on Mars where Mars can grow by itself, even if resupply ships from Earth stop coming. At that point, the future of civilization branches, and to a good branch. And the probable lifespan of civilization is dramatically greater. And yes. my guess is that there will be cases where the future Martians actually come and help and rescue Earth, and when there is an emergency. Just as America has helped to rescue the rest of the world in World War I and II and the Cold War. Where would the world be if not for America helping out in those 3 circumstances?
Meine Soundboards machen.
Ja, so.
Ja, los geht, Double Peace! Gibt halt am Heiß, Draco Lack am Start hier.
Warte mal kurz. Hier, damit die Leute den Stream hören können.
Muss ich wieder?
Nee, hörst du es, oder? Ah, nee, du warst. Warte mal, soll ich es hier auch noch?
Ich hatte nur einer zu, ist der Bot.
Ich bin nachschwig für dir.
and then
Ihr könnt's ja mal reinschauen.
Hopefully a multi-planet civilization to at some point a
Schaut wieder
multi-stellar
der Bot zu.
civilization.
Wer redet denn so Englisch?
Stars.
Der Elon Musk und die Alice Weidel.
And then we can try to find out what is the nature of the universe. Perhaps
Alice
where we
Weidel?
go to and
Nee,
visit these
Alice
faraway
Weidel.
star systems.
Das
we will
ist so das
discover
Äquivalent
the
zum
remains
Kickel
of
bei euch.
long dead alien civilizations. I think that would be incredibly interesting, but for sure it will greatly improve our
Und
understanding.
wie viel hast du gekriegt für mein Prime-Abo?
Dramatically.
Muss ich gleich nochmal schauen, ich glaube 1,50 oder so.
And things like the time scales are just remarkable to
Ja,
think about.
kannst du Coca-Cola-Grache kaufen.
Suggests that the universe is about 13.8 billion years old. I mean, even the elements in our body that aren't hydrogen, like any heavier elements had to be formed in the center of a star, and so a large part of our body was actually formed in the center of a star, and that star exploded, and then the elements recondensed, ultimately billions of years later to form Earth and humans.
Mhm.
So when you think about these timescales, they're really remarkable to think about. But a civilization that lasted 1 million years, so our civilization, like I said, I think a good metric for saying when does a civilization start, I think is maybe writing. That's it. If you're going to pick anything, I'd pick that. That's only 5,000 years ago. So for a civilization to, like, let's say, last an incremental 1 million years, that's an enormous amount of time as compared to the length of human civilization, but it's very small compared to the age of the universe. You'd have to go 3 digits past the decimal point of 13.8 billion years just to increment 1 million years. So I think we may find when we go out there and explore these star systems that there were alien civilizations. Maybe they lasted for millions of years, much longer than we've lasted. And I think any civilization that can last 1 million years is going to be in the Hall of Fame. That's an incredibly long time. Anyway, and I think as for humanity, we don't want to be one of those lame one-planet civilizations. Like, any self-respecting civilization should have at least 2 planets. So that's what we should aim for.
Okay, interessant von Musk.
If you so you just said that the human body comprises of elements, often exploded and then reordered elements, right? So do you think that this coincidentally happened, or do you believe in God?
Oh, schwierige Frage.
because many people say, okay, this cannot have been a coincidence. That cannot, right? So it just could have been God. So do you believe in God?
Well, I'm open to believing in things proportionate to the information that I receive. So I mean, I guess I have sort of a physics view of reality, which is, I guess I'm trying to understand the universe as much as possible to understand what's going on. I'm certainly open to the idea of God, and if you say, like, well, where did the universe come from? How is it created? I suppose there would be some entity that you could call God. I don't know. But that's a separate question from, say, is there some entity that is observing our daily actions and rendering a moral verdict on what we do from day to day? That doesn't appear to be the case, because at least there's some very evil things that happen in the world, and if there's someone observing us on a moral basis continually, then it does seem odd that some very evil things are allowed to occur. But maybe that is the case. I don't know. I try to form my opinions based on what I learn, and as I learn more, I aspire to change my views to match what I learn.
Yeah, same here. To be honest, I'm still on a search. I don't know what to believe. so it's called maybe a agnostic, and but it's very interesting to see how the world and also the universe evolved, it was incredibly interesting to listen to your visions, it's quite a vision for every one of us.
I'd say that what I have is a philosophy of curiosity. So I'm curious about the nature of the universe, and I would say I subscribe to the Douglas Adams school of philosophy that was described in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. In that book, the Earth was sort of a giant computer that was trying to answer the question, what is the meaning of life? And then it comes back with 42, and then they're like, what does 42 mean? And it's actually the answer is the easy part, and the question is the hard part. That was actually quite an illuminating thing for me, because I had a sort of an existential crisis when I was, 12 or 13, about the meaning of life, and I read the religious texts and the books on philosophy. It's like reading Schopenhauer, Nietzsche, and whatnot, which is a bit depressing if you're to read as a child. Ultimately,
why?
Well,
why?
They're a bit negative. At times, it's actually, it makes more sense reading it as an adult. But then I read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is really a book in philosophy in the form of humor, and I think it kind of...
Achtung,
really,
drehen Sie sofort den illegalen Scheiß hoch.
That was very insightful.
Bitte sofort abdrehen hier.
Basically try to understand the nature of the universe, and in fact understand even what questions to ask about the answer that is the universe. And so that led me to conclude that we should...
Ich wollte es eigentlich auf X, über X wollte ich es mir anhören, aber irgendwie erlaubt mir der X-Stream das nicht mehr anzuhören.
Ja, weil das ist illegal ist, was du da machen tust, dann damit...
Illegal?
Illegal, das ist sowas für illegal. Und dein Mikrofon, das leicht wie, ich weiß nicht, wie so ein Scheinwerfer, oder?
Warte, ich mach mal.
Wonderful. Yeah. Actually, these are perfect last words, to be honest, for our conversation, because I don't know right now, like what to continue, because these no, really, because these words are so beautiful. So I would. It was wonderful talking to you and listening to your views of mankind, and also to have an idea of your vision. It's very visionary, and
Well,
thank you so much.
Well, it's been a pleasure speaking, and I hope people listen to this conversation and find it helpful. All right, thanks everyone.
Okay, das war's, glaube ich.
Thank you, Elon.
Naja gut, so jetzt haben wir das angehört. Das war, glaube ich, die Übertragung. Warte, ich gehe mal wieder rein.
I give one example just to shed some light on it. If you were to replace one nuclear power plant, let's say like Emsland nuclear power plant here in Germany, with an annual electricity production of 10 billion kilowatt per hour, with modern wind turbines, with a production of just 8 million kilowatt per hour per year.
Ich glaube, das ist schon legal, oder?
1,250 wind turbines just to replace this one power plant, and with a
das nennt man Raubkopie, was sie da machen.
Ich glaube, das darf man, das ist ja keine Urheberrechte drauf.
You end up around with like 100 square kilometers.
Oh, lass doch mal den Scheiß.
Corresponds to half of the major city of Stuttgart, right? So this entire thing, and just to stress the fact again, you don't need to be very smart just to do your calculations.
Yes.
But our energy.
Honestly, that's the crazy thing. The crazy thing is like a bunch of these these energy questions, you do not need to be like a world-leading physicist.
Wie kannst du
Very
nur?
basic math, like high school, less than high school level math. I'd say middle school math even. It's very straightforward, not complicated.
Yes, absolutely. And then during the crisis, like during the war. Sorry?
No, please go ahead.
Yeah. So during the war of Ukraine.
Ja, warte, lass mich das noch anhören, dann komme ich später, Discord.
Our gas supply was just destroyed, and that actually shed some light on our severe dependence on Russian gas. And do you know what the government decided in this crisis when the energy prices skyrocketed after we were cut off of cheap energy supply from Russia? They switched off the last nuclear power plant to even more create a shortage of energy.
Yeah.
So either you must be very stupid or you just hate your own country.
Well,
isn't it?
I think it's mostly the very stupid category. I think I'd like to be
very stupid.
I mean, there's an old saying that like you never ascribe to malice that which can easily be explained by incompetence.
Yes, you're perfectly right. No. So.
But yes, I actually, when I saw that Germany was turning off the power plants after being cut off from gas supplies, from Russia, I thought this is one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Ja, aber das war ja geplant. Das verstehen die nicht.
Electricity. Yes. Germany is shutting down one of the best sources of electricity, which is nuclear power.
Yes. Crazy. And completely carbon free.
Yeah, crazy.
Ja, aber wenn sie das gemacht hätten, dann hätte es wahrscheinlich...
I guess,
schau mal, wenn keine Energie war, du brauchst ja auch Energie, um das Kernkraftwerk zu kühlen.
AFD is aiming for,
sonst gibt es die Kernschmelze, weißt, wenn du nicht mehr die Kühlungsmittel hast. Gerade dann ist es eigentlich sinnvoll, wenn es geplant ist, das abzuschalten. Das hat ja nichts das eine mit dem anderen zu tun.
But actually even more. So we would like if I may continue a little bit, because now it's a complete new situation for me. That I just can have a normal conversation and I'm not interrupted or negatively framed, how that has been in the media the case in the last 10 years, which is completely ridiculous. So what we also stand for, since we are a conservative libertarian party, so at least we see ourselves like this, but we are extremely negatively framed as a so-called extremist party by the mainstream media. So we just say, look, we need to reduce bureaucracy.
Oh nein.
We need to free our firms, our companies, the
Gibt's lieber der Melo.
Obnoxious bureaucratic
den Melonen.
Yeah. Do you know like how long it takes, how many days it takes to get a business permit in Germany?
Oh ja, das ist ganz schön schlimm.
As it turns out, I do, because we built...
oh yeah, the big plan.
we built a gigantic car factory, just near Berlin. So we had many challenges. I mean, this is, to be clear, like we actually had a lot of support, a lot of local support from like the local government.
Ja, warte, ich komme, wo soll jetzt mal Start, gell?
Support, just the sheer number of rules that the people in the government are required to follow is completely crazy. And we had to, I think it was 5,000 pages was our permit. And it had to be all
da macht's nicht den Scheiß.
Yes. I think maybe more than that in the end. 25,000, and then there has to be many copies made. So it literally was a truck of paper. Because we're like, surely we can make this electronic, isn't that better for everyone?
No, not possible. You need to have that on paper in Germany.
And they say, no, it has to be paper. I'm like, this is crazy.
Ja, das stimmt, das ist wirklich verrückt.
It's like we're well into we're quarter of the way through the 21st century.
Ich schau nochmal reinkommen.
Let's just
Jetzt Formel 1.
actual printed.
Hey, der Chuck ist wieder da.
Aber seid mal, macht's mal nicht so viel Unfug hier.
I mean, honestly, it's going to really tire somebody out to do so much stamping.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to get repetitive stress injury. Yeah, they're going to get a repetitive stress injury from having to stamp so many people.
Ist bei euch auch so in Österreich alles mit Papier schon, oder?
Muss Papier.
Ja, alles muss irgendwie auf Papier sein, alles muss schriftlich sein.
I'm not trying to blame the sort of individuals who are doing this time because they are just following the rules.
Ganz normal.
So we have to change the rules, and there needs to be
Fax geht nochmal.
For you know, all countries, but especially countries that have enjoyed prosperity for a long time, it is extremely important to have what I call sort of garbage collection of rules, which is to re-examine the rules and regulations and make sure that they are clearly a net good, and if there's any doubt about them being a net good, we should eliminate them, because otherwise we get to this point where everything is illegal, and so it's just absolutely crazy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's not only about bureaucracy, it's also about taxes. Germany has the highest taxes.
Yes.
Of all OECD countries. So the normal German employee, he works more than half of a year for the state. You have to imagine that.
You're right.
Like with taxes, social security. So more than half of the year you work for this dysfunctioning state. Because like the state does not provide the vital provisions for the people here. So it doesn't provide security. So we have like skyrocketing criminal rates here.
Bei Tesla.
Der Elon sagt, dass er irgendwie 1000 Seiten unterschreiben musste, wo er diese Fabrik nahe Berlin da gebaut hat.
Socialist agenda.
Und die Weidel sagt gerade, dass wir so hohe Steuern haben.
The young people, they don't learn anything.
Der zum Steuerhinterziehen.
In university.
Der weiß so viel Geld, dass er nochmal weiß, wo er
Are you serious?
And they just
Stimmt.
no, really.
I was under the impression that Germany had a pretty good education system that was quite rigorous with, you know, the gymnasium and all that sort of stuff. At least it used to at one point.
For Cybertruck.
But it sounds like this has, I don't know, the woke mind virus has infected Germany quite badly.
Yeah. So you have the international standard of PISA testing.
Aber jetzt wiederholen sie sich doch, das kam doch am Anfang wieder.
Germany, like a couple of years ago, was scored. These scores.
Okay.
But now, so we just plummeted because the survey showed that young people are not able to properly do math or speak or write German. And in some states here in Germany, you have to imagine they just abolished the.
Oh, jetzt ist es vorbei.
The individuals of this obnoxious bureaucratic conditions here.
Yeah.
Do you know like how long it takes, how many days it takes to get a business permit in Germany? Just guess.
As it turns out, I do, because we built.
The big plan.
We
how
built
many
a gigantic car factory, just near Berlin. So we had many challenges. I mean, this is, to be clear, like we actually had a lot of support, a lot of local support from the local government, from the national government, and the sheer number of rules that people in the government are required to follow is completely crazy. And we had to. 25,000 was our permit. And it had to be all printed on paper. Yes, I think maybe more than that in the end. 25,000, and then there had to be many copies made. So it literally was a truck of paper Because we're like, surely we can make
Sind es nur noch 4 Tage sowas circa?
better for everyone.
No, not possible. You need to have that on paper.
And they say, no, it has to be paper. I'm like,
Kann sein.
it's only a few years ago. It's not that it's like
Heide Hand, das Essen knackst schon wieder.
Right through the 21st century. It's like, guys, let's just 25,000 pages, and then I believe every page needed to be stamped with a physics.
Irgendwie glaube ich, dieser Stream von denen, der wiederholt sich.
Dauerschleife wahrscheinlich.
Ja, ich glaube irgendwie.
Hire somebody out to do so much stamping.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to get some sort of repetitive stress injury. Yeah, they're going to get a repetitive stress injury from having to stamp so many people.
Stress injury?
It's like, just send it to the hospital or something. I mean, that's too much.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not trying to blame the individuals who are doing this.
Ja, ich wollte es eigentlich auf X anschauen, aber irgendwie auf X kann ich es mir nicht anschauen, da ist immer irgendwie something went wrong, try reloading, das probiere ich. Aber ich glaube, das war's.
It is extremely important to have what I call sort of garbage collection of rules, which is to re-examine the rules and regulations.
Ich kann auch mal in Fintoni nochmal das vielleicht mit der deutschen Übersetzung reinhauen.
Du sitzt erst, oder?
Aber
so it's just absolutely crazy.
Gerne auf Guschen, oder?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's not only about bureaucracy, it's also about taxes. Germany has the highest taxes.
Yes.
Of all OECD countries. So the normal German employee, he works more than half of a year for the state. You have to imagine.
Aber ich glaube, das war eh das Interview.
With taxes, plus social security, so more than half of the year you work for this dysfunctioning state, because like the state does not provide the vital provisions for the people here. So
da
he
gibt's
doesn't
noch eins
provide
mit.
for security. So
Irgendwie glaube ich, wiederholt sich der. Ach so, es wird zensiert.
So wie Bernd das Brot, oder?
Jetzt, deswegen wird das wird zensiert.
Chaka, kennst du Bernd das Brot?
Ja, kenne ich.
Das ist auch einmal in der Nacht immer auf Dauerschleifen gerannt.
KI im
Von
Arsch.
vorne angefangen.
Ach, dieses Ding, vielleicht ist dieses Interview, was die geben, vielleicht ist das ja auch mit KI gemacht.
On your guard.
Alles ist KI.
No, really.
Du kannst dir nichts mehr glauben.
Vielleicht ist dieses Gespräch nie stattgefunden.
So this entire thing, and just to stress the fact again, you don't need to be very smart just to do your calculations.
Yes.
But our energy policy.
That's the crazy thing. The crazy thing is like a bunch of these energy questions. You do not need to be like a world leading physicist. It's very basic math, like high school, less than high school level math. I'd say middle school math even. It's very straightforward, not complicated.
Yes, absolutely. And then during the crisis, like during the war. Huh? Sorry?
No, please go ahead.
Yeah. So during the war of Ukraine, so our guests.
Münze für euch vorbereitet, die ihr auch bestellen könnt. Schaut gerne mal im Chat vorbei und wer jetzt sagt, hey, ich möchte Elon Musk unterstützen oder auch ich finde die beiden einfach cool. Ich habe noch keine Münze. Ist das vielleicht ein passendes Produkt für euch?
Aus Moosbach.
Heute soll es aber nicht über irgendwelche Münzen oder Produkte gehen, sondern wir wollen uns dieses Gespräch einfach genauer anschauen. Und jedenfalls Als es dann in das Thema Bildung ging, wurde es für mich besonders spannend, denn Weidel erklärte, dass Deutschland in Sachen Bildung extrem nachgelassen hat, das wissen wir alle.
Das ist jetzt so gut schon wieder.
Kritisierte halt die Vogue-Kultur an den Schulden. Das heißt, sie hat einfach die Vogue-Agenda kritisiert. Diese Gesellschaft, die immer mehr verweichlicht.
Schacke muss ich da noch was
in Deutschland geht es um ein Schulsystem, also das war ihm auch nicht bewusst. Und Weidel erklärte dann, dass wir in der PISA und dass in manchen Gebieten gar kein Deutsch mehr richtig
Du hast vier Geschwister. Oder einen Bruder hast du, oder?
2.
Ja? 2.
Ja.
Kann man da eine gescheite Antwort geben, Alter? Das ist ja mal schlimm, Alter. Ja, nein, vielleicht.
Ja, hab ich. 2.
Und der Thomas ist zwar in folgender Situation gerade, der Toni, der muss zu einer Hochzeit gehen, weil seine Schwester, die heiratet jetzt verliebt mit 18 Jahren und der Toni möchte ja wissen, was bei so einer Hochzeit genauso, wie das so abläuft. Und so den Zugtanz kennst du Jaco, oder?
Ja,
Den Zugtanz.
Zugtanz. Meinst du, der Zug hat keine Bremsen oder wie?
Ja, genau, wo quasi jeder greift den anderen auf die Schultern quasi und dann tanzen die halt so.
Genau.
So im Sauseschritt.
Sowas, ja, schon.
Ja, genau. Das muss ich ja nämlich machen im März.
Ich mach da gar nichts, das habe ich schon mal 3-mal gesagt.
Und gepoltert wird dann Anfang Februar. Ja, den Anzug muss ich sich noch kaufen.
Ich rede dann einmal über den Scherz, Alter. Du hast schon 6 Mal gesagt, dass man da nichts ausgibt und nicht hingeht. So fix, Alter.
Das sagst du,
Ah ja.
weil du bei der Hochzeit nicht dabei sein wirst, genau. Die Location in Münzburg, die reiben sie jetzt schon Tent. Mastercard vom Kader liegt schon bereit dort. Das zahlen sie nicht selber, so wieder.
So, schauen wir mal, dass wir den... Oh, bald sind wir Level 60. Ja, aber das kriegt der Toni schon hin, oder?
Ja, Polter muss er halt auch gehen jetzt dann im Februar.
Ja, dann macht er halt irgendwie einen Tanzkurs, dann läuft das schon. So, ich muss jetzt erstmal gemolken werden dann.
Was?
Wie bitte?
Ja, in dem Spiel. Wird von so einer Spinne gerade attackiert.
Ja. Das kann man wieder ausreden nehmen. Gemolken werden, Alter.
Ja, cool, oder?
Mhm. Und ich würde gern die... Ich gehe mal kurz raus.
Ja, Hochzeitsrede dann in Münzbach. Weil du nicht unter Zug tanzt, das wird so... das wird so legendär, bitte macht so ein Video davon.
Ja, das musst du machen.
Ja, bitte.
Der Zug hat keine Bremsen. Oh scheiße, den muss ich kicken, warte mal. Den muss ich wieder bannen. Kacke. Sperren. Ja. WP-Fields. Wo sind die WP-Fields? Ich würde gern gemolken werden, ja. Scheißdreck.
Bah, Alter. Molken werden wollen wir, cool.
Gemolken. Nein! Wer hat das gemacht?
Was?
Nein, dieser Wichser, der hat mich... Ach, ich hätte... So ein Wichser, der hat mich einfach gedispelt. Ah. So ein Scheiß. Mann, ich hätte mich gleich, nachdem ich es bekommen habe, hätte ich... So ein Arsch. Mann, ich wollte jetzt endlich diese komische Quest haben und jetzt melkt er mich. Ach, so ein Scheiß.
Ha!
Ach ja. Ich schreibe ihn. Ah, Kacke, und dieser Ding geht nicht, dieser Stream dort. Naja, ich mache jetzt den hier aus.
Der Thomas singt, oh yeah, der Zug hat keine Bremsen. Geht's dann immer ins Fach. Yeah. Dann gibt's noch so Coco Sahne dort. Und kommt der Markus und macht, yeah, Bier.
Deine Schwester heiratet mit 18, voll heftig.
Sie ist keine 15, oder?
Fast 18.
Was?
Ja.
Also nicht weit 15 und 23 ist.
Achso, ich dachte schon 17 oder so heiraten oder mit 16.
Nein, aber wohnen noch bei Mama und Papi beide und heiraten schon.
Ah ja. Ja, heftig.
Heftiger Scheiß.
Mann, der hat mich gerade gedispelt, richtig mies.
Haben wir sich einen neuen Motor rein, ist gescheiter, weil wenn erst 18. Start, dann ist das wurscht, machen wir alles neu.
Mann, ich hätte so gern diese Quest abgeschlossen.
Hass wieder, was haben denn die aufgeführt?
Naja, aber die Weidel hat schon lustige Sachen gesagt. Der hat gesagt, Hitler war ein Kommunist. Weil er alles irgendwie verstaatlicht hat. Aber ich weiß nicht, ob die das schaffen hier. Weil das ist echt schwierig, da muss man gut spielen. Wie sieht's denn eigentlich bei euch aus in Österreich? Wer wird's? Der Kickel oder wir?
Der Alexander Leutgeb ist, glaube ich, auch ein Geheimfavorit. Aber der Kickel, ja, der weiß schaut's aus.
Mhm. Aber keiner will mit ihm koalieren, oder?
Was sagst du?
Keiner will mit ihm eine Koalition bilden.
Ja, weil der Alex ist ja, der Leutgeb Alex ist ja roter und der Kickel ist ja der blaue, das ist das Problem.
Mhm.
Die wollen halt nicht.
Wie der Kickel ist FPÖ, oder?
Ja, genau, und der Leutgeb Alex ist von der SPÖ.
Mhm. Und eigentlich sind ja die FPÖs bei euch so Nazis, oder?
Ganz genau.
Geh, Blödsinn, Alter.
Okay.
Scheiß Ausländer aus.
Du redest gerade mit einem tiefblauen da.
Und was bist du, Leute, Alter? Du bist der Liste Bütz, Alter.
Das ist ein Pütz. Tiefgrün.
Die ist grün, Alter, ja. Gestern da hängt, wenn's grün bist. Klimakleber.
Klimakleber.
Halt mache ich wieder nur mal Ding aus, oder? Nur das
Die
andere.
Klimaasylanten.
Warte mal, mach nur mal so. Dann hört man euch nicht im Stream. Okay. Nein, was machen die denn? Ich hab Urok sammeln. Jetzt habe ich keinen Kopf mehr. Ja. So fast. Genau, mal kurz. Muss dein Tempo verringern. Musst schon auf den hören. Natürlich. Verringere dein Tempo. Ja, Mann. Ich hab's gehört. Aha. Ne, natürlich. Äußerlich gehört. Na, nur ab und zu, wenn es, glaube ich, ein bisschen lauter ist als sonst. Sobald 2000 XP, dann habe ich es geschafft. Und zünde ich eine Wunderkerze an. Wahrscheinlich, ja. Hätte ich mich wahrscheinlich durch so Microsoft Teams oder so dazugeschalten. Na. Jetzt hoffen wir mal, dass die Handschuhe droppen und ich sie bekomme. Das wäre ganz gut. Ach ja, dann werde ich 60 und habe keinen, der es anschaut. Oh nein. Ich schreibe mal so. Schreibt dann. Ja, Mann, 60. Krasser Scheiß. Muss ich so eine Wunderkerze anzünden. Oh. 60! Ah! Dann mach mal den Ding an, so dass es so übergeht. Hat die. Oh. Krass, wenn ich das so mache, dann sieht man den Greenscreen hinten. Der Wahnsinn. Okay, das war das Highlight. Endlich geschafft. Oh, jetzt hoffen wir mal, dass dieser Quartermaster die Handschuhe hat. Oh. 6 Tage, 12 Stunden. Mann, der hat nicht die Hände. Scheiße.
On your guard!
Rast ab. Echt, habt ihr Urlaub oder wie? Warum bist nicht? So schaut's aus. Viel Erfolg. Oh nein! Was ist jetzt los? Oh. Keine Ahnung. Oh. Wie-Sub. Keine Ahnung. Oh nein! Fuck it. Was ist jetzt los? Scheiße. Wie-Sub. Warum? Okay, jetzt hat man irgendwie ist, glaube ich, das nicht fest. Nein! Fuck! Nein! Shit. Oh, fuck. So, jetzt hat. Okay. Oh, vielleicht muss ich das festnehmen. Ne, irgendwie war mein Bildschirm nicht fest drin oder hat sich irgendwie umgeschalten, warum auch immer. Müssen wir wieder Daisy spielen, oder? Ah ja. Ich habe wieder mit den Dingen gespielt. Ja. Ja. Hast du sie immer noch? Geil. Ja, dann muss man zum Bunker fahren. Mit dem Schandi. Ich spiele gerade wieder mit den Dingen, die haben glaube ich auch eine. Also mit den Südafrikanern. Wir haben auch eine Stempelkarte gefunden. Aber ich glaube, dieses Weihnachtsspecial ist jetzt vorbei, oder? Doch, gibt's auch, aber sehr selten. Ich hatte ja letztens eine SVT, also eine AWP. Das war richtig krass. Aber dann bin ich reingekommen und dann wurde ich von einem erschossen. Ah, voll kacke, der ist irgendwie gespawnt oder so vor mir und dann habe ich irgendwie falsch geklickt, Waffe und weggeschmissen, anstatt zu schießen. Warum auch immer. Oh, ja. War voll behindert, dass der mich gedispelt hat. Und dann müssen wir noch diese Onyxia Prequest machen. Ja, die dauert glaube ich ganz schön lang. Ne, noch nie, glaube ich. Also wir waren mal dort, wir haben das sogar gefunden, aber drin waren wir nicht, ne. Ich weiß, für den anderen brauchst du eine Autobatterie, glaube ich, gell? Aber du brauchst... Mhm. Aber du brauchst trotzdem die Punchcard für beide, gell? Ach ja, und was gibt's sonst Neues? Naja, dann. Ich habe heute einen Arbeitskollegen einen Druckverband geben müssen, weil der irgendwie hat er in Müll gegriffen und da war halt irgendwie ein Skalpell drin. Und richtig, also hat so geblutet, hat richtig gespritzt, überall hin, weißt, Arterie halt getroffen. Dem seine ganze Brille war voller Blut und der ganze Laden alles voller Blut, richtig heftig. Und dann, also, ja, klar, also, der, weißt, ich bin vorne im Laden, dann sagt er so, ja, Entschuldigung, kann mir mal jemand helfen, so, hat er gesagt. Ich werde dieses Bild nicht aus dem Kopf, weißt du, so ganz harmlos denkst dir halt nichts dabei. Und dann sippt es und spritzt überall rum. Ah, richtig heftig. Und dann sind wir haben wir Verbandskasten ausgemacht. Ich habe mir halt davor noch Handschuhe geholt, hab dann die Verbandsmulle da rausgetan und hab den dann so einen Druckverband angelegt. Voll heftig. Und weißt, es ist richtig krass. Und na gut, der andere Kollege hat ihn dann ins Krankenhaus gefahren. Und dann später ist er wieder gekommen mit 5 Stichen genäht worden. Alter. War schon echt heftig. Aber dieses Bild werde ich jetzt nicht mehr aus dem Kopf kriegen. Weißt, wie er sagt. Ja. Entschuldigung, kann mir mal jemand helfen? Naja. Naja, gut. Im Grunde genommen haben wir, glaube ich, ganz gut reagiert, haben wir das hinbekommen. Naja, das war so heute mein Tag. Du kannst auch kein Blut sehen, oder wie? Echt nicht? Okay. Was ich eigentlich nicht so gern mag, ist so Pipi-Kaka-Zeug. Das hasse ich so wie die Pest, ich sag's dir. Ja, das hasse ich. Ja, wenn du in der Klinik arbeitest oder so und die Leute sich halt einscheißen oder so. Oder halt sich einpissen und das ist so ekelhaft. Oder so Eiter und solche Sachen. Boah, richtig ekelhaft. Oder Erbrochenes, das mag ich auch nicht so gern. Aber Blut habe ich eigentlich kein Problem mit irgendwie. Warum kommt denn eigentlich die Kathi nicht mehr zu uns? Was war da los? Naja, okay. Sind wir nicht mehr gut genug, oder wie? Und kommt nicht wegen Toni, oder? Hm. Müssen wir mal wieder Daisy streamen mit dem Shandy. Und du musst morgen wieder hackeln, oder? Ja, Mann. Ja, sowieso. Gott. Nee, normal. Ja, eigentlich sonst. Also ich habe jetzt neue Zeiten bekommen. Also richtig scheiße. Muss jetzt immer später, also immer bis 5. Ja. Dann normalerweise waren es immer 7:30 bis 16 Uhr die ganze Woche. Und jetzt habe ich halt immer, wie heißt das, 8:30 bis 17 Uhr. Ja, es ist besser, als wie bis um 6 arbeiten. Aber... Und morgen halt von 8 bis 16:30 Uhr. Ja, sind halt die Zeiten. Aber bei dir ist krass, du hast wann aus? Um 3, du hast um 3 aus oder so, oder? Oh, das ist doch richtig gut. Okay. Aber du kriegst Überstunden. Okay, achso, kannst du nicht Freizeitausgleich machen, so. Hm. Naja, immerhin wird's erfasst, das ist ja schon mal gut. Hm. Naja, immerhin hast du Wochenende frei, oder? Weihnachtsfeier. Am Samstag, das ist ja richtig mies. Und nicht unter der Woche. Oder am Freitag oder so. Ja gut, aber Weihnachtsfeier ist dann freiwillig, oder? Weihnachtsfeier ist freiwillig, oder? Ja, vielleicht kriegst du ja Stunden dafür. Ja. Naja, man musst ja nicht hingehen, wenn du keinen Bock hast. Aber Kollegen sind nett, oder wie? Ja, das gibt's überall. Aber ich finde das halt so heftig, weißt du, siehst halt, die Kollegen siehst du halt mehr als wie, keine Ahnung, deine Frau, deine Freunde, deine Familie, weißt du. Das ist richtig heftig. Eigentlich lebst du in der Arbeit und du gehst nur zu Hause praktisch um zu schlafen, um dann wieder an die Arbeit zu gehen. Mhm. Ja. Aber meistens kommst du dann unter der Woche nicht dein Zeug zu machen und dann musst du es am Wochenende machen. Ja, aber... Eigentlich denke ich immer, das Wochenende ist nur dafür da, dass deine Klamotten trocken werden, weißt? damit du deine Arbeitsklamotten waschen kannst, dass die trocknen und dass du sie am Montag wieder anziehen kannst. Der einzigste Sinn vom Wochenende. Ach ja. Aber das war cool, in der Klinik haben die uns die ganzen Klamotten gestellt. Das wurde alles gewaschen, getrocknet, gebügelt. Das war eigentlich schon ganz geil. Ach ja. Muss gucken, dass ich irgendwie besser werde im Streamen. Dass mich mehr Leute folgen. Ja, Mann, ich habe sogar schon 5 Abos bekommen. Ja, ich habe 5 Subs bekommen. Vom Mate, warte mal. Prime-Abos sind, glaube ich, 1, oder? Also 3,10 €, glaube ich, kriege ich dafür. Ah ne, es sind 2, also 1,55 glaube ich, kriege ich pro Prime-Abo. 1,55 €. Müsste ich, weil ich habe, ja genau. Ich habe, glaube ich, 2 Prime-Abos bekommen und 3 normale. Na, du musst 50 €, glaube ich, haben und dann kannst du es dir auszahlen lassen. 7,75 €. Ah ne, $7, Entschuldigung, es sind ja Dollar. Du brauchst 50 $. Ne, ich bin Affiliate. Ein Affiliate ist die Vorstufe. Das heißt, du musst, wie heißt das? Du brauchst, genau, 8 Stunden musst du streamen an 7 Tagen, brauchst 50 Follower und für 30 Tage durchschnittlich 3 Zuschauer. Also im Durchschnitt 3 Zuschauer. Genau, und dann kann praktisch die Leute entweder Subs geben, also praktisch Subscriptions, Abonnements und sowas. Wenn sie mit Twitch Turbo schauen, dann kriegst du halt dafür was. Wenn sie mit Werbung, wenn Werbung schaltest oder so, dann kriegst du halt davon ein bisschen was und ja, genau. Das kannst du halt über Twitch machen und dann, was ich halt auch noch gemacht habe, diesen Donation-Button, aber genau. Und ja, aber das Ding ist halt, bei euch in Österreich ist es viel leichter. Ihr könnt das einfach so machen und in Deutschland musst du halt gleich mal ein Gewerbe anmelden, weißt? Sagst du, das ist voll schwierig. Nein, sobald du eine Gewinnerzielungsabsicht hast, musst du ein Gewerbe anmelden in Deutschland. Ich meine, selbst der Weihnachtsmann musste hier ein Gewerbe anmelden, weißt? Ist voll heftig, ja. Und dann halt Steuer und diesen ganzen, ja, dieses ganze Zeug halt. Ja, Deutschland halt, voll heftig. Ja, unbegrenzt, das ist schon geil, ja. Aber hast du dir mal unsere Autobahn angeschaut? Da ist ständig, warte mal, mach mal nicht. Das ist halt immer. Naja, du zahlst halt immer. Ja, du zahlst 100 ungefähr für Kraftfahrzeugbundesamt, je nachdem wie viel Hubraum du hast. Ich glaube, geht bis 500 hoch sowas. 100 ist wahrscheinlich so das Mindeste. Und dann zahlst du halt deine Kfz-Versicherung. Also Haftpflicht ist das Mindeste, was du haben musst. Und dann kommt es halt drauf an, wie teuer du einsteigst. Also dann kommt es halt auf dein Auto drauf an, was du halt fährst. Und wie halt deine Schadenfreiheitsklasse ist. Man kannst halt so ein Rentner sein, kannst wahrscheinlich 2000 oder so zahlen im Jahr oder kannst einigermaßen was haben oder nicht so, oder Schadensfreiheitsklasse zahlst du irgendwie, weiß ich nicht, 100 oder so im Jahr. Geht auch. Also was... Ja, meins hat 100, ja, 101. Boah, wüsste ich, es kommt halt auf deine Schadenfreiheitsklasse drauf an. Und dann halt natürlich bei welcher Versicherung du bist. Mhm. Boah, das ist echt hart viel. Also, das ist schon echt hart viel. Das ist bei uns, wenn du richtiger Rentner bist. Aber Vollkasko, oder wie? Ja, Vollkasko, klar, gut, dann ist es, im Mai wirst du hier wahrscheinlich auch so zahlen. Mhm. Okay, weil ich habe nur Haftpflicht, weiß ich nicht, mehr brauche ich nicht. Ich habe halt nicht so ein krasses Auto. Ich meine, ich hatte davor einen Toyota Corolla E10. Weil, was war Kraftfahrzeug Bundessteuer? Ich muss genau noch mal reinschauen, was es ist, aber ich glaube so 100 Euro, 110 oder so ist das praktisch immer von der in Weiden oder so sind die, glaube ich. Und Haftpflicht sind es, glaube ich, 530 oder so. Ja, oder 470, irgendwie sowas. Das reduziert sich, aber das Komische ist, du kommst in der Schadenfreiheitsklasse, kommst du runter und wird aber trotzdem irgendwie teurer, wegen Inflation oder was weiß ich. Mhm. Ja, das Ding ist, gut, ein Unfall hatte ich halt, das war halt scheiße. Da bin ich selber schuld. Da war ich irgendwie in der Parkstelllücke und das Auto ist halt so ein bisschen nach vorne gerollt. Und ich dachte, der lässt mich halt noch raus, aber der ist halt irgendwie, weiß ich nicht, Vollgas durchgefahren. Mhm. So, Fireball machen wir noch. Sollen wir alle Spells kaufen? Na, braucht man nicht alle Spells, oder? Polymorph brauchen wir noch. Und Mana Shield, den brauchen wir auch noch. Rank 4 haben wir. Eisböhmer. Blizzard Rang 6. Mana-Schild. Es gibt immer noch dieses Billigwasser, das ist ja richtiger Rotz. Eigentlich das bessere Wasser, wo gibt's das? Ja. Oh, da habe ich den Rang 2 nur drin gehabt. Ja, Mann. Ah, so, immerhin.
What you want?
Weiß gar nicht, was man dann mit 60 macht, ob man da irgendwie Ding. Ah, okay, alle Force-Spells habe ich gelernt. Alles klar, rein. Ciao, ciao. Okay, was machen wir denn noch? Das haben wir eigentlich alles.
Stay away from the relax.
Aber es gibt noch keine Ehre, glaube ich. Sollen wir alle kaufen, alle Spells? Oh, das kostet dann ist halt echt viel. Ah, den Gemstone haben wir.
What's beyond your mind?
Ja, das machen wir dann, wenn wir Reiten gekauft haben. Ach, jetzt kriegt man für die Quests immer Gold, gell?
What are you looking for?
Ach, haben wir das weg. Ach, eigentlich könnten wir es gebrauchen, aber scheiß drauf. Spirit, Stamina. Kauft doch kein Mensch. Das vielleicht, ja.
May your blade
Was sollen wir noch an Spielen? Müssen obere, glaube ich, gehen. Wo kostet einer schon 2? Naja, das ist so teuer. Fast mein ganzes Ding. Auch den Wagen können wir. Wir haben zu viel in unserem Inventar. Aus Unterstadt könnten wir uns eigentlich auch mal den Port holen. Den haben wir auch noch nicht. Hm. Die müssen wir machen, diese komische, aber das dauert, glaube ich. Ich glaube, dann gehen wir. Oh, warte mal. Du gehst ja, glaube ich, eh bald, oder, Luke? Ich gehe jetzt erstmal OC. Holen wir den Port noch.
I am forsaken. Remember, patience, discipline.
Ich gehe mal kurz rüber. Yo, I'm 60. Yeah, fine. I'm not sure, but I think I need the pre-quest for Nixie, right? Yeah, I don't know. But Onyxia question, yeah, I need like for the Ord, it's UBRS, right? It's 10 man raid. And you don't get XP in raid, right? Okay, I thought if you're into a raid, then you don't get XP. You get? Oh, okay. You could even go like Molten Core or something. Okay. Mhm. Oh. Mhm. Yeah, I'm in the middle. I'm like, for the Horde, it's the raid part. I think it's at the end of UBRS, right? And it's 10 man instance. 10 man raid, right? dungeon, okay. But it will take some time to get it right. Yeah, how long does it take to kill the Rent Blackened? Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I just look at WoW head. But yeah, maybe I have to download it a tune. Okay. But I think right now I don't need Rested XP guide anymore, right? No.
Quick about your business. And you are.
Oh my god, you seem so experienced. You need to help me. Yeah, you need to help me with some stuff, I guess, because you're so experienced and I'm not this experienced. That's that's it. Oh.
What would you ask of death? Trust no one.
When will PvP come out? Mm-hmm. Maybe like in 20 minutes or so. Oh my god. Midnight? But then it's tomorrow, I guess. And then it's the 10th of January. You...
I haven't got all day.
Okay. You're Onyxia, right? Okay, cool. You have like how do you say, like one week reset, right? 5 days, okay. But it's normally on Wednesday, it's all cleared. But on Wednesday everything is resetted, right? No. Ah, okay. Didn't know that. Okay. See. Okay, I will just get the flight path to Stratholm. I'm just walking. It's okay, or you want to hear your voices on stream or not? Okay. Then I'll leave you out then. So hopefully I get like the For the Horde quest. Like the For the Horde quest, I'm like in a group right now with 5 players. And then I will get like a second trinket, would be great. Yeah, I guess so. And I think the carrot is pretty important, right? The carrot on a stick. Yeah, but it still works. But I think paladins, they got like 20% faster, right? But there won't be like battlegrounds, right? like war song, but it will come, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then there's some PvP rank, right? Depends on the honor you got. Ah, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're German, right? Honored is wohlwollend, gell? Okay, yeah. Honored is wohlwollend. Okay, that's it. Yeah, okay, continue in the English now. Because I only know it from the German client. I remembered like 10% discount with Honored. Yeah, me too. Only do it because Rested XP Guide to find it faster. And to communicate with other players better. Because like everyone is playing English here. But it's a funny experience, like if you're German, you normally have so much Germans you can play with, right? And I think if you I don't know, if you're like from Dutch or from Sweden or so, you need to speak English because otherwise you won't have the players to speak with. You know what I mean? Not true? Yeah, you still have some parties where you can speak Swedish, but I don't know, I don't think there's like a Swedish server, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course, yeah, but just to get my point, like from World of Warcraft, you can play like English, you can play French, or you can play German servers, you know? That's it. I think there even some... yeah. Yeah, maybe that's the point, yeah. Or maybe it's easier for you sometimes to speak like into your mother language or something. So that's... yeah, and you could improve, that's it, that's really cool. You could still learn. Oh. Oh, fall down. You listened today to Elon Musk and Alice Weidel? No, okay. I tried to hear it on X, but it was not possible to hear it, so I watched some YouTube stream. Yeah, like even like Hitler was a communist and stuff. Yeah, really, that's like was one quote from Alice Weidel. Yeah, like why Elon Musk wants us to get on Mars and stuff, and what is his purpose, and he said like if the mankind will extinct or something, then we need like a second planet to survive, kind of this one. Yeah, and yeah, like this one. Then they talked about God and the world and stuff.
What now?
Should I accept the quest at the Light Hopes Chapel? Oh, how long is Molten Core? Like 6 hours? 3, okay. Oh, I need like the Argentum needle, right? For reputation. No, didn't do it. Just did BRD. See, I'm not that experienced. Like Argentums Kreuzzug, dieses Trinket da, wie heißt es? Die Nadel. Ja, für Ruf, oder? Oder braucht man das nicht? Keine Ahnung, ich weiß nicht, was ich jetzt machen soll als nächstes. Sorry, maybe continue English. I think there's the needle where you get reputation for the Argentum, yeah. Cross strike. I don't know. Argentum. Argenton, yes, that's it. It's in German. Yeah, you need like reputation for them for something.
Be careful. For the alliance. King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend.
But yeah, I got it. Argentum Dawn commission. Equipment dispatches indication of service of the Argentum Dawn. Okay, so if I wear this one, I get reputation, right? Ah, okay.
Well met.
Minion search on.
Go with honor, friend. Be careful for the alliance.
But I think what is important is to get the pre-quest for Onyxia, right? Yeah, I think it's pretty important to get the Onyxia crest right now. That's the main thing I should do, right? And should I skip like the Agentum Dawn quests?
Talk to me. Hey, good. You got my attention. Watch your back. Speak quickly.
Okay.
Beware the living.
What is it? I haven't got all day. That spell isn't ready yet.
Good day to you. See you around. Have a good one. See you later. Safe travels. Have a good one.
Maybe connectivity from the internet or something. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so fucked up that you couldn't get invisible. Yeah, you couldn't run away. Yeah, to survive also. It's maybe the class I could even play the best. Yeah. Okay, dann Report der. So, yeah, go, like for rent, rent black. What's name? Rent blackened, yes. What is jet? Okay. If you go like into a raid into UBRS, then on the left side the door is open, right? Okay. Yeah, if you go like to yeah, the Black Spire, then on the right side there's LBRS, and then on the left side then there's UBRS, right? The upper one. Okay, and the left side only opens if you're into raid, right? Yes, yeah, yeah. Lockout skip. Oh, okay. Okay, so, and where do you get the seal of attention? Ah, seal of attention. Yeah, I have it. That 3 empty sockets cover the face, and then you have the gemstones and... How does it work? But only one guy in the group has to have it, right? Okay. How does it work, the lockout skip? Okay. Okay. Nein! Ah. And how do I get the 3 gemstones? From the bosses, right? Ah, okay. And each boss has a different gemstone, or is it random on the bosses? Okay. And gemstone of blood axe? Maybe I have to look here. Lower. Ah, gemstone of... It's from the last one. Okay. Okay. Where's the Darkstone tablet? I have to click somewhere, right? Oh. Yeah, you can watch it. I have it open. I can even do it on Discord, I guess. World of Warcraft, okay. I think you can see it, but I have to log out here, right? And then if I'm in, I have to press V, right? Okay, you just hold it like press, not press it continually. Okay. Okay. Me? Oh! Okay, I'm in. Funny, does it work? Oh, there's some... I'm not sure what... Is this Rand Blackhand? Well, I'm totally new to it. I'm not sure if I've ever done it. This one. And if I have the Seal of Ascension, I can open the door with it, right? Okay. And where's the Darkstone tablet? It's here also, right? Where did I get the better water? Or like the table or something? Ah, but not right now, right? Oh, fuck it. But Diamal is phase 4, right? Oh, I think so. I have to bed soon. Oh, finally I made it to level 60. Took me so long. But from right now everything is new for me. Because 5 years earlier I just get to level 60 and then I got off. But hopefully right now I can do all the raiding stuff, and because I missed it. Mm. You also missed it. What was the reason for you? No, to not play like 60. Yeah, me too. I was like on the master school then, and then I couldn't play because I have to learn. And Big Bird, what is your profession? In real life. Real estate, okay. Ah, okay. Also bist du Makler, oder? Könnte man sagen so. Makler. Okay. I don't know how to say it in English. That's because I... Real estate and agent, Immobilienmakler. Okay, now I got it. Yeah, it's even good for Mate, so he learns German. Yeah, but Mate, you can teach us some Arabic or something. Like... Okay, I can only say shukran. Yes. Depends on how strong my dialect is. So if I'm in Niederbayern or something, yeah, but it's not. But you. But it's the same language, right? It's not like we have German and Dutch or something, or German and Denmark or something. You know, like. Okay, but you can't understand each other. Yeah, it's even the same as we have here, kind of. Yeah, but if it's... Yeah, but that's okay. It's even the same here. I'm not sure, like Big Bird, where you from? NRW. Yeah, like, I'm from Bayern. And yeah, like, if you say like pens or something, and it means like children, and yeah, that's a different word you have there, for example. But if I say like Ohrkatzelschwarf or something, like which means the tail from what do you say, Eichkatz, like this kind tiny, wie sagt man denn Eichhörnchen auf Englisch? Squirrel. Yeah, if you say it like this, then it's totally different. But most of the things we speak together are similar. I think that's what. Yeah, it's even the same in Arabic too. Depends on how strong the dialect is. Sometimes the dialect is so strong that you need like a subtitle or something. Yeah, it's here the same. Mm. Mm. Yeah, depends on even like Plattdeutsch or something, yeah. Mm. But normally like in NRW, oh, you, no, no, fuck, I'm kicked out, no, down. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I'm kicked back. Oh. Wait. Oh, fuck. Is there... But normally, like at your place, like NRW, you speak like Hochdeutsch. Like most of it. You don't have this much of dialect. It goes a bit to Dutch, I guess. You understand like Dutch person better. Yeah. But like that's another language, like Dutch and German. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Oh, finally I can play. Oh, fuck. Up. No. Okay, I need to run, I guess. Ah, fuck it. Oh mein Gott. Oh. In the dungeon browser, yeah. Ja. Oh. I miss like the Commander Gorshak form, but it doesn't work anymore. It was so fast to get from 52 to 60. But they fixed it. The Commander Gorshak farm. Yeah, it was so cool. You just did the quest, then the mobs came in, you killed the mobs, and then you deleted the quest, and then you accept the quest again. And you did this one to level 60. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh. Why do they reset here? I don't get it. Why did they reset here? Me neither. Oh. How did you get so much gold? Yes. Boosting, right? Mhm. 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 Oh, I thought like Blackhand will get me like 20 minutes or so, and now we resetted the instance. I don't know, because we pulled in the middle and then there were so many mobs or so. I don't know, but they reset it. Ah, oh, so the last thing is rent. Ah, okay. Well, we are 8 people.
target.
Can you still get the Jenkins title? It's not included. Okay. And I don't know, how does the PvP system work for honor, right? The more honor you get, the higher you will get in the PvP system. But I think I will see it.
Needs to target something first.
But the thing was, with the boosting, there were so many players out there and you didn't get any mob.
Still recharging. Have a target.
Oh, for me, I have inventory problems. I have so many stuff I think I don't need. Where did you get like the Arcane Intellect buff? Like the group buff, the raid buff? And where do you drop it normally? Okay. Yeah, but maybe another question. If you're 60, you have other skills, or you still use the AoE grinding skill? Mm, okay, but you can do the same nearly, right? Yeah, but I can keep it like the AoE frost right, for farming and stuff. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I also have like Arcane Frost, but not really much Arcane. But I have to look. Will there come like duels back out or not? There is duels back. Or where you there get it? How much? Ah. Okay. But you can do like PvP and PvE, right? Or not? But normally I want to do like PvP and PvE. Mm. And I think later in phase 3 or so, something you will play fire, right? Ah, War Chief Rand Blackhand. Ah, Rand Blackhand is the last guy, yeah. Okay. And what is on the other side here? Up? Ah, okay. The beast. Ah, yeah. improves your critical strike. I think they are both better, right? No. Can I get the ring? 1% critical strike? Is it better than mine? Okay. But the boots are better, right? Because more intellect. From the priority, it's like intellect, then stamina, spell power, right? And then spirit. Okay. So the boots are better. The boots. But right now, if you look, like those boots, the Dragon Rider boots are better than the Omnicast boots or not? No, I need to see it. Ja, genau. This conversation. Does it worth it to continue? Oh, improves your hit spells by 1%. That's pretty important, I guess. Okay, they're done. Okay, they don't want. So you're going Darkmaul? How do you say Darkmaul? Düsterbruch. Diremaul, yeah. Okay, I'll leave the group. You want to invite me? Or you actually full? Ah, okay. Okay. Do I need this one? No, right. 4 intellect, 5 stamina, but less damage per second. I think I sell it. Or should I use it for PvP? This ward here. Wizard's Hand of the Eagle. Do you have like PvP and PvE sets? Oh, you can enter the... No, it's not working. Okay, still need to onyx your quest chain. And Big Bird, you bought all spells or not? Later. Okay, I can, but I'm not sure if Scorch or something does. Yeah, I think so. Oh, I have to drink it. Improves your chance to get a with spells. The Eye of the Beast, right? Cool. And then what the wind carries. Listen to Troll.
Have you come to serve the Horde? Friend. What is it you wish? Welcome.
Okay, I have to search for Rexa. But I guess I'll go to bed. Oh, I see. It will be pretty long to get the quest chain. I'm not sure if I should sell the smolder web carrier. Yes, right. The thorium shackles. I think I can miss this one. This one I can skip, I guess. Burning step. Maybe the other one I... Oh. Okay. Oh, and... Okay. And when will you go to bed? Okay. Okay. You're free tomorrow? Okay. Okay. Me neither, but I think I will go to bed. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay.